Buddy, it's me, AvronPlays, and I'm here with Kodiakbricks.
Howdy, howdy!
It's time for Resident Evil.
There are residents, and there is evil afoot.
Sound advice.
Thing where I launch my soundboard.
Oh yeah. How will
probably tell?
How will we like do soundboard duels if you don't launch yours?
Well, you know.
It worked.
I never asked for this.
Okay.
Open the box, Jill.
Open the box. What's in the box? What's in the box?
Literally everything is in the box.
Yeah.
Schrodinger's box.
Yep. It contains everything and nothing. You can only verify once you open it. Oh. So, I have often said that a day where my hand doesn't go anywhere near my hip is a good day.
Mm-hmm.
I don't often tell people the second part of that statement.
Mm-hmm.
Which is, a worse day is when someone else's hand goes near my hip.
Oh, no.
Oh, it gets worse.
Now, I want to start this story out and clarify that, yes, this happened earlier today. No one was hurt.
Feelings were hurt.
Feelings may have been hurt, but no one was physically injured in this altercation. So, for reference, for anyone who doesn't know, I wear a bullet-resistant vest and I carry for work. No, I'm not a cop. Fucking ACAB. Anyway, but the nature of what I do requires that I have a sidearm with me. So, I'm at the gas station after one of my work orders. I've got my water, I've got my coffee, I've got a burrito to tide me over while I'm on the road, you know, all the good stuff. And generally I am kind of keeping an eye out, you know, if people get too close, like, I turn my attention to them to let them know, like, hey, fucker, I see you. Like, even if you're not going to try anything, you have my attention. But I'm at the check stand. The lady has scanned my items. I have pulled out my wallet and am, like, scanning my Maverick card or whatever. And I hear... Well, okay. So what I feel is a pressure near my holster. And I hear, "What's this?" And I turn, simultaneously pressing my hand down against my sidearm so that it can't be pulled out of the holster.
Mm-hmm.
And looking down while loudly declaring, "Jesus Christ!"
Is that voice
because
Enrico?
a toddler has waddled up and has pressed his hand up against my
No,
pistol.
but why?
Mm-hmm.
It is loudly asked, "What is this?"
Finished.
and me screaming Jesus Christ because he startled me. I did not fucking hear him approach.
Enrico!
I love that the gunshot went off and she reacted like a cup of water being poured into another cup of water. It's like it took her a couple seconds to look. Jesus Christ, Jill, how did you become law enforcement? Enrico was holding a crank. So me screaming Jesus Christ startled the kid, and I soon noticed, like, the mother, very hurriedly making her way to scoop up her child away from the man with a vest and a gun.
Right.
She is profusely apologizing, and all I could muster was like, it's fine, but Jesus Christ. I finished paying, I walked out to my van, and I'm just like, normally, like, I'm worried about, like, an adult touching my gun, like, you know, or, like, even worse, you know, the possibility of a fucking teenager seeing, like, the meme of, like, reach for the officer's gun, like, as funny as that meme is, that is a genuine everyday concern for me.
Mm-hmm.
So, PSA, don't fucking do it. No. Oh shit, Jill. Oh shit.
Oh.
Oop. There you go.
Oh.
Deliver some of that 12 gauge justice. Yeah, toddlers running up and touching my gun was not on the menu. That was definitely a new experience today. But everyone involved is fine. We're all fine. We're all fine here. How are you?
Just a minor weapons malfunction.
Just a minor.
Yes, that's what malfunctioned.
Yeah. The funny thing, usually when it comes to kids, sort of what I've discovered is if you have, like, a physical disability, people will, like, tend to, like, glance at you, right? Like, look at the individual and then sort of, like, glance back and move on. Kids who have zero fucking chill. Oh, there was a green plant back there.
I saw it.
Oh, good.
I'm eating.
Oh, gotcha. Kids who have zero fucking chill will just stare at the person with the disability, right?
Mm-hmm.
I, in my adult life, as someone who carries, have found the opposite to be true. Because adults will look at me and just, you know, stare, kind of like, you know, this guy's got a gun. Is that going to be a problem? Oh, is this going to be the lemonade that kills me instantly?
If you're lucky.
Cool. Thank you.
It's not from Panera, so.
Ah, damn. Do you know how much caffeine they pump into those bitches?
So much.
It's too many.
An illegal amount.
It's a lot. I don't know why I deployed the straw. I never used the fucking straw. What am I doing? Who am I? But, like, kids don't fucking care, right? Like, you're just a dude. They'll just run by. They're like, yeah, whatever. Except for one toddler today. Oh! Joy.
Uh-oh, it's Big Spider.
It's... Oh, I thought she just instantly killed you. I was like, cool. Well, that was short. Oh, there's more than one. Cool. That's good.
Wow, a knife.
Survival knife.
What?
What have you got there? A knife! No!
No!
Yes!
Poisoned. Yeah, I don't trust anything that takes a 12 gauge to the face and doesn't die. Use the knife to cut the strands, maybe?
Oh, I was just checking for more items.
Ah, fair enough. Nice. Oh. Yeah, it has been a wild fucking week for me.
Yeah.
Because so, chat, I was talking to Aaron about this, yesterday? It was Monday night, I was coming home from work, and stopped at a different gas station to refuel. And I had to stop, because...
Oh yeah, I know where this is going.
The pump... You know, like, it shows you the total of the last person to do a transaction on it. And what it was showing was that the transaction before me was for a grand total of, get this, 96 cents. And I felt bad because I like was telling you that story, Aaron. Mm-hmm. You're just like, I don't have a frame of reference. Is this an odd amount of money? And I'm like, yes, it's a concerningly low amount of money. It was for a third of a gallon of gasoline. Now, Occam's razor, right? Because this for me inspired my like environmental storytelling notion. But I acknowledge the simplest answer is probably, or the simplest explanation is probably the answer. So, as far as getting to that situation, I could see somebody just really in dire straits, in, you know, just like genuinely broke, and like that's sad, and I get that. But I started to craft some other theories. And the first one that came to mind for me was there's a guy out there who's like fighting the man, right? Raging against the machine. What machine, couldn't tell you. But he's got all the supplies.
The machine is the vehicle.
The machine is the vehicle, yes. Yeah, machine! Anyway. He, you know, he's got the bottles, he's got the rags, he's got a lighter, you know, he's got all the ingredients and stuff that he needs to make some good old-fashioned Molotovs. I have another tidbit about that. Don't let me forget. But as he's putting these together, he realizes, wait, I don't actually have any gasoline or kerosene. Shit. So he has to drive to the local Maverick and is just like filling up the bottles from the pump for his Molotovs. And there's a part of me that's here like, you know what? Good for him. And I was chatting with my boss about this experience, and he sort of postulated to me, like, okay, be honest. If you pull up to the gas station and the dude next to you is filling up Molotovs, are you gonna do anything about it? I'm like, no, I'm doing the, like, masculine nod, and then I'm going about my day. Like, he clearly knows what he's doing. Like, why would I interfere with that? The only tidbit I can offer him is the Molotov will potentially be... Well, actually, hang on, let me... let me not potentially get myself in trouble by revealing what I know here. Needless to say, there is a way to make Molotovs more effective. So that was kind of the first story that came to mind. And it occurred to me as well, as I was thinking about it, that, like, I'm a little eccentric. I acknowledge this. I'm on a lot of people's, like, most likely to have done crazy shit, sort of lists. And it's often because I just say yes to shit and kind of don't question it. If me seeing a man filling up Molotovs at the gas pump is any indication. But it dawned on me, I've never, like, for all the trouble that I got into and out of as a kid, what is it you keep saying, honey? I feel bad, I keep forgetting.
Sorry, I wasn't listening.
Me getting into trouble as a kid and out of trouble.
You both experienced and inflicted chaos?
Yes. For all of the chaos that I experienced and inflicted, I've never actually thrown a Molotov cocktail.
Nice call.
Yeah, fair enough.
That's actually a pretty good one.
But as that occurred to me, I started brainstorming, like, okay, you know, glass bottles, not that hard to get a hold of. I could confuse some other motherfucker by doing a 96-cent transaction at the pump. You know, like, I started sort of thinking through the logistics of this. And I'm thinking, like, okay, there are a couple, like, abandoned Kmarts or, like, empty parking lots or whatnot that I could potentially go huck this Molotov cocktail into. Because, like, I don't want to burn a building down. I'm not here to do property damage. Fair enough. And, with that, I sort of acknowledge, like, okay, there's not exactly a way for, like, if I get caught by a police officer or, you know, a goody two-shoes.
Put your hands up, please.
As such, you know, if there's a goody two-shoes citizen that, you know, elects to call and tattle, I can't exactly explain to the cops that, like, yeah, I just wanted to throw a Molotov to cross it off my bucket list, you know.
I mean,
I don't think that...
You certainly can, but they won't listen.
Sure, they're not... My lawyer is going to arrive pinching the bridge of his nose, going, "You said what?" rotate.
Get rotated, idiot.
Get rotated, idiot. But then I started thinking about it a little more, and I'm talking to my lovely Margaret during this time, talking about how I've never thrown a Molotov, and they say, don't start. And I sort of inhale to, like, pause and collect myself to say, like, I'm getting to my, like, thought process. You know, I'm getting towards, I'm getting towards my point, and I'm not actually intending to throw any Molotovs. But then Margaret finishes without me. And I fucking lost it. Like, you're perfect. Like, this is why I married you.
Yeah, that's the only reason.
Yep, definitely because I didn't almost shoot a guy. Get rotated, idiot. But, oh, pardon me. But then I start brainstorming through it, and I think, okay, there are, like, those hatchet throwing places, right? Or the rage rooms, or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
There are venues that sort of allow you to, you know, do activities as such. And so I started to think about it, like, what would it actually take, so to speak, to get, is this statue serious? Okay, there we go. Like, is it really gonna be, like, pixel perfect on you? But I'm like, okay, what would it actually take to form a, yes, two. Nope. Getting there.
I wish I could just, like, turn it, like, a couple
manually.
times.
Or, you know, the other direction.
Yeah.
Nice.
Thanks.
So, as I'm kind of brainstorming through this, I'm like, okay, you know, concrete building, right? Like, big ol' kind of plaza, and, you know, get people to, like, sign waivers, and maybe as, like, a fun date night, you and your hometown girl, just go and throw a couple Molotovs, like, for your movie, right? And I started thinking through, like, okay, as far as getting, like, the building, that doesn't sound terribly difficult, like, all things considered. You know, there's still a lot of good real estate left over from the big cough. There's, you know, as far as getting a lawyer to, like, draft up a limited liability waiver, like, that part doesn't sound terribly difficult. And then it dawned on me that there is one insurmountable hurdle that is probably the reason a Molotov throwing date night place doesn't exist.
Wait, tell them what I said before you got to this part.
Oh, the... Because I put that forward, and Margaret's like, yeah, that's just a premium experience at a rage room. And delivered it so cleanly and dryly, because I'm just over the phone with them at the time, but delivers it so cleanly. I'm like, wait, for real? Like, I can go to a rage room and get this, like, yeah. Basically, the way I heard it was like, Dave, you idiot, this is a thing that already exists. Like, you don't need to think through the whole logistics of the business.
I would like to point out, at no point ever have I called you an idiot.
No.
So,
Scoundrel.
fear is unwarranted.
Certainly, but...
Also, this is not the first time I've accidentally gaslit you.
Yeah. Well, the first time... Okay, no, I'll get to the first time after I finish this story. So... you know, after that whole exchange, because I'm like, are you serious? Is this a... Is this an experience that you can actually go get? They're like, no! I'm fucking with you. Nothing's happening. It seems like you press 4, 3, 2, 1 if it were me.
I mean, if it's that simple.
Oh, wait. Yeah, 4, 2, 3, 1.
Oh, I suppose that's right. Anyways.
Anywho, so, but the insurmountable hurdle, right? The thing that I realize is the reason that a business like this probably doesn't exist is a simple little thing called a fire marshal. Because the walls could be made of fire extinguishers, but I don't think there's a single fucking fire marshal in this country that will look me in the eyes and be like, yeah, green light, go ahead.
I think you're being pessimistic.
I am,
God, you're
because I've
safe.
met and worked with fire marshals.
Not every single one in the country.
The noise
I've
heard
met
brought me down
2.
here, but
That's
didn't expect
not a big
to
enough
find
sample
Oh
size.
no, it is indicative of every single fire marshal in this
Any
nation.
idea as to what
No.
might be at the
Because
bottom?
both of them were incredibly knowledgeable. Both of them were incredibly sexy, hot, older men. And both of them were complete assholes.
You should just get my brother-in-law to become a fire marshal. He'd be cool with it.
He'd be down.
Immediately, yes.
What the hell is that sound? Could be a person. Jill,
But
go check it out.
yeah, that was sort of the thought process that
I'll stay here
went
and secure our
through
escape route in case something happens.
Okay.
regarding Molotovs. And perhaps even the cocktails.
Nice call.
There. Oh, right. So the thing I put a pin in earlier regarding Molotovs. I used to watch a fair bit of Cinema Sins, as any teenager did. And, pardon me. I distinctly remember, I don't remember which movie they were covering, but they put forward, like, ah, yes, and then he throws an improvised Molotov cocktail.
Nice call.
Thank you. And I remember sort of sitting there in my chair, like, that, as opposed to, like, the store-bought ones.
Maybe in Russia.
That are like... I can't get over that, like, Molotovs are a Finnish invention, but everyone attributes them to the Russians. It's so good.
Listen, is that not just in character for Scandinavia to do fucked up shit and let everyone else take the blame.
Yeah. I mean, in fairness, like, the USSR folk, so as to not blare the soundboard, after the Russo-Finnish War, they were like, hell yeah, that's a good idea, and started doing it. So, like, they became famous for it. They're known for it at the very least. But yeah, I've just always found the notion of, like, store-bought Molotovs to be very funny.
Yeah. That, you may be thinking of their video on 10 Cloverfield Lane, because I remember in one of Sean's CinemaSins videos, he draws attention to
that's right.
them saying a makeshift Molotov cocktail as opposed to like the ones you sell at the store or whatever.
It always harkens to this idea that, like, the black market is like a physical store that you can visit.
Right.
There's just, like, people with shopping carts full of, like, assault rifles and grenades and whatnot. And just like, yes, the store-bought Molotovs. Like, hey, honey, on your way home, can you pick up, like, a canister of napalm and some Molotovs?
I'd shop there.
The rabbits are back.
It always seems like CinemaSins just has like a weird lack of like physical world knowledge, for lack of a better term.
Well, so much of their shit is like making fun of things for not being explained, and then cutting out the part of the movie that explains the thing they're making fun of.
Yeah.
Like, none of it is expressly intelligent or good-natured, like, film review.
Is this where I confess that I've never seen CinemaSins?
Good for you.
Good for you.
Thank you.
But, I don't know. They just so frequently just get basic facts wrong. Like, they seem to know, like, nothing about animals. And they're always like, this... They keep calling this animal a this, but I thought it was a this. And it's... The movie was right the whole time, and it's like, you could have just Googled it. You could have just 2 seconds Google is this a this, and it would have been like yes, and you could have saved yourself the embarrassment.
Yep.
You just didn't.
You chose. You paid some snide asshole to voice all of these lines that several writers have come up with over the course of watching a single movie. Often watching that single movie through the lens of making a CinemaSins video.
Barry!
It's like, well, see ya.
I guess Barry's just like, see ya.
It's just like, anyway, bye. I got fucking better places to be. Hey Jill, my Grubhub order's here. Bye. Oh yeah, so the other time you gaslit me. So, there is a coffee shop in Orem that I have been going to for the better part of a decade now. And there's one barista. She's worked there.
Oh, what is this?
Ooh.
I'm glad that crushing the box didn't just crush this as well. Oh wait, actually it did.
It did. Cinema sins ding.
Yep, that sure is broken.
Yep. But like, so pretty much the whole time I worked at Apple Spice, the catering place, we would go and like trade sandwiches with this coffee shop for coffee. We had like kind of thing worked out because they often didn't have like lunch for like the employees, and we needed coffee as caterers or there was going to be a body count, like,
yeah.
So it was a win-win. And this one super sweet barista, again, like she's been there the entire time I've been going there, like well through after I moved up to Salt Lake. And you know, I stopped in to like get coffee after a work order in Orem, and she's like, "Hey, Dave, like haven't seen you in forever." And I was like, "Oh, hey, like yeah, it's been a bit. I moved up to Salt Lake. You know, we chatted for a bit, but I sort of walked away from that interaction, and I'm like, I have no clue what her name is. Like it's been a decade. Like, how the hell have I never asked for her name, or like she's never worn a name tag or anything like that. Nice. You know, she's never worn a name tag. I, like, if she has told me her name, I have long forgotten.
The creepy doll room.
Ah, good. So I'm talking to Margaret about this, and the same dry, toneless delivery as they say, Jennifer. And I recoil, because I'm like, how the fuck could you possibly know that? Like, I've only been taking you to this coffee shop for, like, you know, a month or so. Like, you know, you just barely came into this. A family picture and some notes. My dearest Lisa. There's something written on the back. November 10th, 1967. Progenitor virus administered. Jessica. There it is, Jessica. Administered virus type A. Plasmologizing of... Plasmolizing of tissue during cell activation. Virus fusion, negative. Action disposed. Sorry, thank you. I appreciate you.
I'm useful!
Lisa, administered virus type B. Plasmolizing of tissue during cell activation. Virus fusion, positive but delayed fusion. Body modification. Observed constant results. Status, continued protective observation. George, action, terminated. November 30th, 1967. There's a journal left by someone. November 14th, 1967. I feel dizzy after that shot they gave me. I don't see Mom. Where did they take her? She promised that we would escape together. Did she escape alone and leave me behind? November 15th, 1967. I found Mom. We ate together. I was very happy. But she was a fake, not my real mom. Same face, but different inside. Have to find Mom. Have to give face back to Mother. I got Mom's face back. Nobody can have my mom except me. I attach her face to me so she doesn't go away, because Mom's sad when I meet her without her face. November 17th, 197. From inside box, scent of mommy. Maybe true mother there. Stone box hard. It hurt. Feel rope in the way. Can't see mother because 4 stones.
Oh, of course. Shh. Yeah.
Yeah? But yeah, that, my dearest Margaret, that is not the only time you have delivered something so dryly that I just take you at face value.
I'm either gaslighting you or breaking your view of reality. There are no other options.
I love you too. What a thrill.
We're back inside the cabin.
Ew. My other environmental storytelling ideas, as far as the gas pump being at 96 cents, was potentially like someone stole a vehicle and on like going to refuel it so they could get out of town, sort of realized afterwards, like, oh shit, I'm using my personal card and not like not cash or a stolen, like a stolen card or something like that. So they're gonna like see this transaction with the stolen car on the CCTV and know that it was me and yada yada. So they're like, I gotta get the fuck out of Dodge, and immediately like peel out, leaving the pump at 96 cents. Perhaps without acknowledging that a 96-cent transaction is far more suspicious than just like a normal fill-up.
Mm-hmm.
And my third idea was aliens.
Could it have been aliens? The answer is a potential yes.
What's this fine print we've put under the yes? Don't worry about it.
That's my favorite ancient aliens quote. Was it aliens? Potentially yes. Like...
you would think it would be a gold medal gymnast for how fucking much legwork that potentially is doing there.
So many hoops jumped through.
Baby.
Oh, tiny baby. I still love the baby cut of us playing fucking The Isle. He is a baby.
Gotta protect my babies. No, I'm clearly the mom. That's what we learned playing The Isle.
You're the mom, I'm the troublesome teenager that keeps getting into antics.
All of this sounds accurate.
God, speaking of my babies, I was recently thinking about I have an old coworker. He doesn't work with us anymore. And like I'm bummed about that because this dude was one of my favorite people to work with. He'll remain unnamed, but what I will say is like, okay, he's LDS, but was kind of like shaky on his faith and would sort of ask me questions, stone and metal object, would sort of ask me like philosophical, theoretical questions because he knew that I wasn't gonna like dance around the answer or bullshit him. Mm-hmm. He learned pretty quickly that like I'm gonna tell it like it is if I know it, and with many things I don't know it, and like that's not a bad thing. It's not bad to not know things. That's what gets me out of bed every morning, so I can learn things. But I want, if he asked me like what happens to us after we die, I can be like, I can tell you what happens to like the stuff that makes our bodies, right? The atoms. I can tell you the process of decomposition. But what you're getting at is a question of what is us, right? When I refer to me, am I talking about the body or the collection of consciousness that has been comprised over many years? Like, what is me in that scenario, right? Because I can tell you what happens to the body, but I don't know what happens to me. And the only comfort that I can really put forward for anyone in not having the answers is I don't remember the eternity that came before I existed. So there's nothing to say that I'll remember the eternity that comes after. All of that to say, like, he would really enjoy like engaging in these deep conversations with me, and it was usually while we were driving to a work order or something. But my absolute favorite detail is I would be on these like long-winded explanations, right? Like the monologue I just delivered, and I would glance over, and he would be head cocked back, mouth fully agape, eyes closed, gone. Because he had mild narcolepsy. It wasn't like the serious stuff where like you fall asleep in the middle of talking. Like he could stay awake when he was talking. He could stay awake like for most things. But I like in just the process of talking to him about, delivering these like philosophical notes and my observations through my life, I would occasionally glance over and he'd just be gone, like just completely passed out. would sort of like rouse himself at, you know, after a bit and ask where I'd left off. And so I'd usually have to like, I was basically having a lot of philosophical debates and conversations with myself.
Mm-hmm.
It was just, it was so entertaining. I miss that kid.
Says that there's an item in this room, but I can't find it.
Strange. And it's not down the ladder?
No, because that will go to this new area here. This like key-shaped area is its own space.
Gotcha.
Usually you can kind of tell, but I haven't seen anything.
Yeah, neither have I.
This romantic lighting isn't helping.
Editor, can you insert enough of a careless whisper for us to not get copyright struck? Thanks. Just a single saxophone, like. Beep.
I think you're allowed like a couple seconds these days.
Oh, have they gotten more lenient? So they claim.
It really depends on what you're playing.
Jill.
Oh,
You're alive.
Jill. You're
alive.
I'm sorry. I didn't get anything for you from Grubhub.
Start talking.
Damn.
Calm
Okay.
down. I didn't want to do it. Believe me, I can explain.
Don't lie to me.
No time to talk.
Sir, your vibes
hand me my
are
gun.
rancid.
Did we give Barry back his gun?
No!
I can't do that.
Jill!
Barry!
Take that, Lisa.
Barry's photograph. His family.
Wait,
why is his family? Yeah, why is the second I capitalized? Hang the fuck on. This is the photograph that fell out of Barry's shirt just before he ate shit. There's something written on the back. We love you, Daddy, from your sweetest daughters, Moira and Polly.
When the curse of the change has been broken, the path of truth will appear. You couldn't just put that all on screen?
Nope. So, 4 stones. Push him off. Push him on top of Barry.
Look out below, Barry. Oh, damn it, Lisa.
Oh, shit.
You're tearing me apart, Lisa.
Oh, wrong one. Sorry. There we go.
Oh, goddamn.
Indeed. Fear can't kill you, but I sure can.
Wow. Okay.
Oh god. I was also reminded Monday I had the funniest fucking phone call I've ever taken part in.
Mm-hmm.
So I was asked by one of our new customers to go fix one of their machines.
Yeah.
They're an entire saga, and I will have to talk to my boss to see how much of this I'm allowed to share.
Mm-hmm.
For fear of not violating my NDA.
Mm-hmm.
All that needs to be known is that this is basically being done like out of someone's garage. Like effectively, that is what is happening. But you know, the machine was rejecting a lot of what I will loosely call bills. And they wanted me to like go and check it and make sure everything was aligned. I opened up the cassette and it wasn't aligned. So like, fair enough, right? There's a valid thing there that I was able to correct. I got pictures of everything before I moved it, everything after I moved it, all the good things. And so I send an email to the company to be like, hey, here's what I found. Mm-hmm. As I'm leaving, my manager texts me and is like, hey, how's that work order going? And I'm like, well, I found this, that, and the other. And I just sent them an email. And he's like, to the main line or to the guy? Because the guy was the one who submitted the work order. And I'm like, no, I don't have the guy's email. So my boss forwards me the guy's email, and it's got his number in it. So I give him a ring, and he's basically like, yeah, you did everything that, like, we would have needed you to do. The only other thing is we need you to actually count all of the stuff that it rejected. And I'm like, okay, that's dumb as hell, but I can do it. For brevity, I did not say that part to him. Thought to myself, that's dumb as hell. Externally, okay, yeah, I can do that. So I go in, I count all the stuff, take more pictures, and send him another email that's like, hey, here's what I found per our conversation. Get rotated. Per our conversation, you know, you asked me to email you, and you know, I can't actually do any like troubleshooting on this machine. So, pardon me. I told him, like, if you need us to do any tests or anything like that, I will need to go. I was like, please don't tell me you just soft locked yourself. If you need me to do any kind of testing, like, I can go back and do the testing. but
Not
he...
yet. I need to.
Oh, gotcha. He called, so he calls me back, and the conversation went something like this, with him saying, "Hey, my phone's about to die, but boop, boop, boop." And I'm fucking curled over in the parking lot of this mall, just beside myself with laughter. So I'm just like, yeah, thanks, appreciate the heads up. So what's going on with Werewolf, or is this something to be discussed after stream?
I mean, it's fine. So,
Sure.
This Friday, I talked to Spencer because it's so close to the holiday. I talked to Spencer early.
Okay.
And he says, I can't do it at the normal time, but I can do it from like 12 to 5 if that works for everyone. And I haven't told him yet because I forgot, but I still have to work that day, but I am working a half day.
Okay.
So I can ask my boss if I can work like next week during Christmas break, because we go and do stuff during that time.
Sure.
When the kids are out, and do our stuff then. But I'm not gonna ask him if you can't swing that. So I had to ask you that, and I haven't yet.
Gotcha. I am pretty sure that I'm working on Friday.
That's kind of what I thought.
So yeah, I hate to say it may have to be next year before we do another session of Werewolf.
Yeah, that's kind of what I thought.
Okay. Yeah, as long as there's no hard feelings there.
I will just have to remember to text him and tell him that is why.
Yeah.
Anyways, you were saying?
Anywho, I was saying that I really enjoyed last session, and I love how that all played out. That was fun.
Good.
As to what I was saying before that, I don't remember what I had for lunch today, so I don't know why you think that I would be able to tell you what the fuck I was talking about.
Oh, okay. You were talking about how they called you and said that the phone was gonna die, and then their phone died.
I mean, that's the end of the story. Like, he never called me back for the rest. Like, it's been days he hasn't called me back. And, like,
He's waiting for you. He's got anxiety.
Or, alternatively, his phone is still dead.
Maybe he died.
He went to the gas station. He only had $1, right?
Jill.
Like 94 or 96 cents with him.
A noise I heard.
He had to use what was left of that to get home.
What the hell is that sound? It could be a person.
Okay, people, stop.
Jill,
Stop.
go
doing
check it
this.
out. We had enough surprises for one day. I'll stay here and secure our escape route in case something...
Yeah, sure, Barry.
Sure, Barry.
I don't know you're full of shit because I've seen the future. That could never happen.
Yep. speaking of my sidearm and funny interactions around it, so if I had a nickel for every time that somebody asked, "Is that a 5.7?" I would have 2 nickels. Which isn't that much, but it's definitely weird that it's happened twice.
Mm-hmm.
And the line I've sort of returned with is, like, if I could afford owning a 5.7, I wouldn't work here. I would be doing better things with my time.
Yeah? How much are those?
So the gun itself is, actually, I haven't checked in a while.
It's probably gotten worse.
Guns. No, I do not want to redirect to browsers. Thank you. FN. Yeah, I know it's available online. Tell me. Oh, see price and cart. Huh? Go fuck yourself. So the gun itself is $1,300-ish.
Okay.
Now, to give people reference, I paid about $1,400 for mine. So, same manufacturer, mine is technically more expensive. The thing about it is the ammo. Because for my self-defense ammo, it is about $3 a round. Oh, it's actually gotten cheaper. Huh, nature is healing. But for just like the standard stuff for 5.7, it's about $1 a round. Bye, Jill.
Just leaves us with Lisa.
I'm a little validated knowing that both my setup and my ammo is more expensive than a 5.7. But there's kind of a famous joke online. I believe it originated from K. I could be wrong. But it goes something to the gist of, like, you know, walking down the street, you know, it's a bit dark, I'm on my way home from work, conceal carrying my FN 5.7. Perp comes out with a baseball bat and demands my wallet. You know, I draw and unload all 20 rounds into his chest before looking at the gun and realizing it would have been cheaper to give him the wallet. I also remember I was kind of nervous the first time I got range time with the 5.7. Because, for one, it technically uses a rifle round, not a pistol round. It's a very small rifle round, but a rifle round it is.
Right.
And, with that being the case, there's sort of a discourse in the firearms community. And it goes something to the effect of there are 2 major ways, technically 3, but we don't talk about the third, but 2 ways to technically do the frame of a handgun, like the part that you hold, that the magazine goes into. Traditionally, like the 1911 old school handguns, revolvers, all that kind of stuff, are all steel frame. Newer stuff, such as the Glocks, my FN, FNP, the, like, you know, but more modern stuff. Not all modern stuff, but a considerable percentage of modern stuff is polymer frame. And there's kind of this notion from the steel frame side that you're like, oh, it's polymer, it's gonna snap like the moment you fire the gun because it's weak ass plastic. And I have to kind of lean forward and remind them that, like, no. I get that, like, very, very early sort of, like, garage 3D printed, like, polymer frame handguns had a knack for exploding. But legitimate manufacturers aren't going to sell you a several $100 piece of equipment that breaks on the first shot. Like, that's not how gun manufacturers work. That being said, when I got my hands on the 5.7, I knew that the frame was polymer. I did not expect the slide to be polymer. And I remember looking at the guy I was with and just kind of being like, are you sure? He's like, yeah, it's fine. I'm like, but it's the slide. He's like, yeah. I'm like, it's the movie part. It's the goes bang bang part. Like, it's where all the action and the fun happens. What do you mean that part is polymer? And he's like, shut up and shoot it. And I'm like, fine. And I did, and it was fine. Welcome to not stories with Kodiakbricks.
I went to work and nothing happened.
I get a lot of people that find out what I do, and they're like, oh, you must have some interesting stuff that happens. I'm like, I don't think you realize that a boring day is a good day. I don't particularly love days like today where toddlers grab my fucking handgun. On the note of kids, it's very unfortunate, but there is kind of a real precedent for a scenario where a ne'er-do-well will, like, send a kid up to distract the guard or whoever's servicing the machine. And, like, striking while the kid is distracting the guard. And there's always a part of me that's like, it sucks, and I acknowledge that, but it also kind of means that I have to be, like, professional but, like, firm with kids.
Yeah.
And, like, 90% of them, like, again, they, like, don't even acknowledge me, don't care, whatever, fine. Situations like earlier, again, I, like, even if the toddler wasn't the one putting his hand on my weapon, like, I still would have pressed it down into the holster so no one could grab it out, and immediately do a 360 look around, which is how I spotted the mom running up. And, like, I would have gone from orange to red if her eyes had been on me instead of on her kid. But they were on her kid, so I'm like, okay, she's at least immediately not a threat to me.
Mm-hmm.
Moths, moths, it's moths.
Moth mouth.
Moth mouth. Me looking at Mothman, what that moth mouth do?
Or
Yeah, I'm your whore. What's up?
I'm aware.
Hey Mothman, what that mouth do? And he's like, and I'm like, based.
Oh my.
Yeah, Mabel. So I used my watch to make that noise and immediately went to go put it away. And as I was putting it down, Mabel like reached out for it. Do you desire my timekeeping device?
What time is it? Mabel time.
Mabel time. Oh, so snoozy. Oh, hi. Yeah. He's not having any of Dad's shit. Oh, yeah. Did you work 80 hours at the steel mill today? I know. Life's so hard for a kitten. Oh, Mabel.
She works so hard
She does.
to keep this family together. And all we do is mock her.
She grooms herself occasionally. She silently beeps at us. She very commonly sniffs her boyfriend's asshole. It's
Deeply.
yeah, she's putting in overtime on that one.
Yes. No one has been more passionate about a job.
Bless my poor boy. He does not know what the fuck to do about Mabel.
And bless Mabel, she's persistent.
Barry!
Do we give him the gun? Still no?
as it's still behind him. I mean, okay, if it were me and someone pointed a gun in my face and I got it out of their hands and something else showed up and they're like, quick, give me back the gun, I'm gonna be like, no, dickhead. You have lost gun privileges today.
Yeah.
Try again tomorrow. But you're the one playing, so if you want to give him the gun, that's fine.
No, I agree. I was just curious if you changed your mind. Since we saw what happened to him.
I mean, I figure more or less the same thing's gonna happen where he, like, maybe gets a shot off.
What the fuck?
Oh! Jesus! Well then.
Lisa's not playing any games right now.
Lisa's out here like, legalize nuclear bombs. His family. Oh.
Damn.
Oh.
Damn.
Damn.
Helmet is on.
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
Hey Dave.
Yo.
Which iPhone is the most blue?
The iPhone 65?
Yes.
Nice. I was like, I walked into that one cautiously because I'm like, if this isn't an Eiffel 65 joke, I'm gonna look like a complete fucking idiot. And if you look like a complete fucking idiot on the internet, that shit never goes away. I definitely haven't built my entire persona on being a silly, goofy guy who doesn't take himself seriously 98.7% of the time.
No.
No gun for Barry. Grenades for Lisa. Yes. You just tire her out by making her jump over the sarcophagus over and over again. See you.
Well, there she goes.
Well, see ya. There's something else. A family picture. It's a letter. To my Lisa. Day by day, I can feel my consciousness drifting further away. The shots given to me by men in white clothes made some of Mommy's itching go away. Today, they gave me another shot, saying it was nutrition. When they give me the shots, Mommy can think straight, but Mommy's shocked and sad because Mommy's unable to think of you all the time. Mommy's afraid of forgetting everything, especially the memories of you and Daddy, what your faces look like, how we used to be together. They're all starting to disappear into somewhere dark in my mind. Oh, Lisa, I wish I could just touch your face and hold you in my arms right now so that I can hold on to our wonderful memories of you and Daddy. Lisa, we can't stay here any longer. We have to escape. Listen to me, Lisa. Our chance to escape is the next time when we go to that lab together. We'll both pretend that we are both unconscious, and when that man in white clothes is off guard, that will be our chance. When we're on the outside, let's look for Daddy together. Okay, sweetie? Be strong, Lisa. November 13th, 1967. Jessica Trevor. Inside of the coffin is a skeleton. The skull is missing for some reason.
For some reason, there is no skull.
Going up.
A spiral elevator.
The future is here. Today. Because this game is supposed to be taking place in like the 1990s, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
a circular depression. Uh-oh.
Oh. It's probably the same as the other one, but let's take a look at Barry's gun.
Yeah, I mean, it looks pretty identical. I can't get over how fat the barrel is for no reason. Other than, okay, so when it comes to revolvers, well, any handgun really, but the main thing that combats recoil is weight.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, there are kind of diminishing returns there, because, like, light machine guns, right? Very heavy, lots of ammo, not a lot of recoil, despite what video games will tell you. Mm-hmm. However, fucking sucks to carry one all day.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's a saying that goes something to the effect of, like, ounces or pounds when you're packing. It's like, yeah. I mean, shit gets heavy after a while. Can we duct tape the two revolvers together?
Then we'll have like Nero's gun.
It's actually less effective. it's harder to use. You're like, this isn't an upgrade, and the crafting system's like, I never said it was.
I didn't make you put those together.
It's like the stone in the forest. Like, you can wrap a stone in cloth and then set it on fire. All it does is hurts you, and it's like, this isn't helpful. I think the one thing that he didn't, that Soviet Womble didn't bring up in that video, but that bugged. Yeah, fair enough. But the one thing that bugged me through my entire playthrough of the forest is you have like several methods of lighting your way.
Yeah.
Like, there are torches you can use. You can set little like candles. Like, you know, there are different things you can do. And nice. The thing that bugged me is the fucking Bic lighter that is like used to ignite a lot of these sources is actually brighter than like the torch or any of the other like. And I just remember lighting my way with the little lighter, and I'm just like, how the fuck is this working? Going down. Laboratory
Will not open unless first class emergency. A first class emergency.
Oh no, not trouble for the bourgeoisie. A. I know it's sort of softly implied here, but I like to think that the reason you have to find the ink ribbons and a typewriter in order to save is that Jill is actually writing down all of the shit that has transpired up to that point.
Yes, I do believe that's the conceit of using the typewriter as a save system.
Uh-huh.
Which is pretty funny. Where she just periodically updates like this journal that she's typing up.
Dear Diary, you would not believe the day I have had.
Dear Diary, my day continues to get more fucked up. Whoa.
I'm Jill Valentine, and things are just a little fucky wucky.
Been a minute since we've encountered
Just a regular
honest to God
zombie.
regular zombies. Jill.
Oh, well, okay. That one's just bitch made, I guess.
I was gonna say that he's just pretending, but honestly, yeah, he kind of went down pretty quick. Another MO disc.
MO disc! Sick, it's a disc.
By Parasol. They're identical.
Cool. Nice.
X-ray.
Oh.
To use the electronic door, place the initials in alphabetical order. Who
designs a puzzle like this? Researcher's letter. June 8th, 1998. My dearest Ada, by the time you read this letter, I will no longer be the person you once knew. The results of my tests came out today, and as I suspected, it came out positive. HIV positive. I feel like I'm teetering on the edge of reason, just thinking about my impending doom. I would give anything to not have to become one of them. As far as I know, you are not infected. I sincerely hope things do not reach such a desperate pass, but if it has turned out that you are now the last person remaining alive.
Desperate.
I want you to get the material from the visual data room.
Your turn.
Desperate.
Your turn.
Desperate.
Then activate the self-destruct system in the power room and escape from here. Please do everything in your power to make this whole accident public. If everything is still running normally, you should be able to release all the locks using the security system. I've set up the terminal in the small security room so that you can log into the system using my name and your name as the password. You will need another password to release the lock in the door in the basement, level 2, where the visual data room is located. As a safety measure, I have coded that password into an X-ray picture, a Rontgenogram? I know you, and I'm sure you'll be able to work it out without any trouble. There's just one more thing, and it is my last request. I hope you never have to lay eyes on me in this state, but if you do happen to run into me in my hideous form, I beg you to put me out of my misery. I hope you understand. Thank you, Ada. Yours truly, Jean. Jean, Ada.
Button.
Oh.
Okay. Well, I need to go clear some inventory space.
So it goes. Also, I love that he made his, daughter's name the password.
Mm-hmm.
And it's 3 letters. And I'm sitting here just like, okay. Knowing what I know about computer systems, security systems, all the etc. There's no way any programmer worth their fucking salt will let you do a 3-digit password. I will occasionally have to explain to people during the course of my job and setting up camera systems and whatnot that no, I cannot make the master password 12345.
Mm-hmm.
Like, even if I wanted to, and just for the record, I don't. But even if I wanted to, the system physically will not let me. If I type in 12345 into the system, the computer yells at me. So yeah, just the thought of having a 3-digit password for a system that apparently self-destructs the entire facility.
Well, you said it was both of their names.
Ugh.
Nice job, Jill.
Well done.
I have a feeling I'm gonna have to run through this area a few times. So I'll just make it nice and safe. Now we'll pick up these X-rays. Put them in alphabetical orders. A, B, E, F. And we have C, D.
Some kind of switch.
Huh. I wonder if it's the letters of the body parts.
Probably. So it starts with a C.
Yeah.
E.
Let me
then-
get out my notebook. So you're right, it was the colon. And then the esophagus.
The esophagus. Yep, so E.
And then the liver.
So cell.
And the last one was the lungs. Yeah, so. Well, have to test that out. The fact that it's spelled something means that it's probably true. Levers. Alright, that doesn't give me a whole lot of information. Bull.
Pop.
Well, that was easy. Do a dance. Is he coming or not? I guess he's really dead. Definitely gonna have to come back through here, so let's just do a little bit of that. A symbol resembling a power area is carved into the lock. What is a power area?
The world may never know.
Please step into my power area. The act.
Researcher's note. There is now evidence that when the host loses consciousness, the body goes into a dormant state. During this time, the virus becomes active and rapidly transforms and reconstructs the basic composition of the body. The host eventually mutated into a humanoid creature. We call them VACTs. Its speed and amazing muscular development are particularly noteworthy. After transformation, it becomes more agile and aggressive. Already 4 of our researchers have died from trying to feed it, turning the place into an instant bloodbath. Ever since this tragic and barbaric accident, we've decided to call its kind Crimson Heads. That dangerous and precious prototype specimen can't be left there. We have to figure out a way to deal with it. Termination is definitely not an option. We finally decided to freeze the specimen and confine the body inside the basement of the backyard cemetery. Oh,
Freeze!
good.
Drop it!
What did our note say? Maybe John? Yeah, okay. I was just overthinking it.
No worries.
And then this is our other one that we deciphered. Hopefully, anyway.
One can always hope.
Okay. There it is. I'll have to get that later.
So it goes.
This is B3, so okay, it unlocked this door. Like, one of the doors I unlocked was on this floor.
Ugh. It's one of the Crimson Heads.
No. The Crimson Heads are the scary ones that turn all red.
Ugh.
You've seen them. It's what happens when you don't burn them and they come back to life.
Oh, gotcha.
Fuel may explode. If I had a Mo disc.
If only.
2, Sanitation Division. Attention.
Attention Manager of Sanitation from Raccoon Disaster Contingency Committee. The contents of this fax are confidential and intended for the named addressee only. Any copying or disclosure of the contents of this fax to any third party is strictly forbidden by the sender. Oh shit, Aaron, we should stop reading. After reading the contents of this fax, it must be destroyed immediately. Yeah, we see how that went. We expect significant increase in the damage done by the recent T-Virus's outbreak than initially estimated. There are several concerns. First concern, more than half of the researchers have been infected by the T-Virus and died. It has also been reported that almost all of the survivors of this accident are starting to show symptoms of the T-Virus infection. Second concern, our secret security patrol team has also been completely eradicated. Therefore, our most secret research is in danger of public disclosure. Quick actions are demanded to prevent mass media coverage. Third concern, there is a high possibility that that most of the specimens are running loose inside the compound. We expect many casualties to follow. However, yet unfortunate, these casualties underscore the success of our research results. Or the success our research results. Actions must be taken to prevent our research results from being made public. We suspect the first official intervention will come from the state police and STARS. We strongly recommend taking measures against them first.
Can you put your hands up, please?
Yep.
This one sounds kind of sad. Well, I guess I'll have to come back with inventory space. And Mo disc.
Mo disc.
Much as I want to save my kerosene, I think I have to burn this guy, or he's gonna be a problem later. Or he despawned. Never mind.
That's cool too.
Modis. Modisc. Are they gonna watch a movie? Yeah, let's watch the movie.
Ooh, movie time.
Cerberus.
Yep.
Neptune. There's our friends, the hunters.
Classic.
Foreshadowing.
I wonder who that could be.
Bioorganic Weapons Research Group Development Staff. A number. Barcode number. Oops, I didn't mean to do that again. Security protocols.
Security protocols. Heliport for executive use only. This restriction does not apply in the event of an emergency. Passage to heliport entry is prohibited unless accompanied by a consultant researcher or the chief of security. Unauthorized persons entering the heliport will be shot on sight. Elevator. The elevator stops during emergencies. Visual data room for use by the Special Research Division only. All other access to the visual data room must be cleared with Keith Arving, room manager. Prison Sanitation Division controls the use of the prison. Sanitation Division controls the use of the prison. At least one consultant researcher, E. Smith, S. Ross, A. Wesker, must be present if viral use is authorized. Triple lock door entry into the room is limited to the sole person who deactivates the lock with all of the passcodes. Accessing the exclusive output terminals located in each section of the senior researchers deactivates the lock. Power room. In this room, nitro compound is used as the primary fuel source of power. Access is limited to the headquarters supervisors. This restriction may not apply to consultant researchers with special authorization. Passcode output terminals. Use and access of the output terminals is limited to authorized senior researchers. Regarding the progress of Tyrant after the administration of the T-virus, illegible hereafter.
What is this window?
Unknown.
Weird. Well, if you if you weren't suspicious of Whisker already, you
Before,
would be now.
He's a grown man. He can't handle hearing the word treat.
Treat?
No treat! No treat!
Aww.
Okay, he's getting fussy. I think it's time for an NAP. What does that spell? Party.
If I had a Mo disc, I do. Mo disc. What do you mean it's not necessary right now? This is what they're for. Interesting. Now will it let me use the next Mo disc?
Wanted to know.
That's still obnoxious. If it's just like go pull the lever each time. No, it doesn't work that way. I must have to find more of those. Which is interesting. Yeah, I didn't think so, but I couldn't help but look. Try and put the slides in the projector. Oh, now it's the same thing, but it's red.
Spooky. I love that the potential that they made two different versions of the same presentation.
Mm-hmm.
Wanting to make sure that, like, okay, if the upper brass doesn't love it, that then I have this blue one that I can show them.
That appears to have given me a code, but not sure what to use it on. I'll keep one Mo disc since we can only use one at a time. Apparently. Try the computer again. Yeah, no. That seems to be the same. I sincerely hope this is not the part of the game where it's like, now you have to go back up into the mansion to goof off for a minute and then come back.
One could always hope. But let's be honest, you know better.
It says there's an item in this circular corridor. It was just a knife. Maybe now I have inventory space, I can get the fuel.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'll do with it, but I guess we will try it. Fuel may explode.
Ooh. If shaken or jarred.
I'll try this one more time.
Sink is full of empty beakers and test tubes. All good things.
It's full of it.
Full. Chocked full, I tell you.
Alright. Maybe I missed something in the projector room. Uh-huh. Okay, but why is there a window to the secret room?
So he can see all the secrets. Pew.
Get away from me!
Pew, pew.
No! Hey! No!
Much, much, much.
Wow, glad we waited the whole game to see that.
Yep.
But we have a key now, so we can go use the key now. What? I'm not allowed to go back down now?
Nope, never.
Yes, I'm going into the vent. Oh!
Ew. Ew. What in the fuck? You're one ugly motherfucker. Ew.
Well, okay then. Oh.
Well then. These guys have terrible fucking aim.
Guess it wouldn't be a Resident Evil game without a weird fucking bug monster.
Thing, yeah. Pop.
Nice.
Yeah, sure.
That fucking got him.
Hey, Mabel. What? Hey, hi. I know. The worst. Just the worst.
Why did I want to come here?
That's a grand question.
There's nothing in here.
I came in here to fight weird bugs.
There's another item in this room that I can't find. Interesting. We'll look in here again in a bit. Yes. Whoa.
Careful.
What do you mean I can't combine them? I think Barry's gun is broken.
Could be. Wouldn't be the first time.
Bitch. Don't bug at me. Ow.
Careful.
If I had a Mo disc.
Insert disc.
The gross little fly wings.
Yeah. Just God's perfect little abomination.
I don't think God had anything to do with this.
Probably. Probably not. I think the real answer is that the world may never know.
This thing rocks.
Yeah.
They're like, I'm gonna get you, and I'm like, bang. Fuel may explode.
Just might.
Now I can get another crack at looking for this item.
Hooray for more crack.
I find that unreasonably funny. This is only like half of the room. How do I get to the other half of the room? I am most confused. A secreter room. The last disc. I hope that the shelves didn't move back to their original position.
One can hope.
Nope, they did. I'll just have to do it the long way.
Gesundheit.
Okay, let's see what's behind door number 2. Yeah, I realize it's locked. I just press the lever, please. Press the lever. It's Chris.
Chris, you're alive.
Of course
Chris!
I'm alive. Jill, there's something big going down, and I don't think we're part of the equation.
I have to get you out of here. Ugh, it won't open. Wait, I'll be back to get you out.
Okay, no sightseeing though.
The one time that it wants me to click it instead of using the item.
The one time.
Running could result in a fatal explosion. Perfect. Here's hoping I don't forget and just click run on accident. I wonder how long Chris has been in jail for.
Unknown.
If that's like where he's been like the whole game.
Like, joke's on you, suckers. While you're fighting getting bit by zombies, I'm perfectly safe behind these iron bars.
You joke, but that literally was one of the characters in Resident Evil 2.
Oh, I remember. It was the like reporter guy who had the big story, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I can't run, but I can shoot, dumbass. Oh damn, I probably need to put it where I found it and not where I actually need it, huh?
Maybe. Oh, it was just the lighting. I was like, did her fucking uniform become olive green all of a sudden?
She joined the army when she passed through those doors.
Like, here's your OD green suit. You know, we have the same exact outfit, but you're just gonna have to take your Raccoon City patches and or RPD patches and just transfer them over. You know, you got a quick sewing kit and maybe some glue.
What if I just set the place to self-destruct? Without saving Chris. Just explode everything. Down the elevator we go. Well,
Whisker.
well.
Barry's a disappointment. It's too bad he wasn't much of a poker player.
You were behind all of this. Why eliminate stars?
Believe it or not, that's Umbrella's intention.
So having stars nosing about is an inconvenience. You're just like all the other things. A slave of Umbrella.
Sound
Smart
effects.
But I think you misunderstand me. The things you mentioned are nothing. I'll burn all of them along with this entire laboratory. That will be the end of my connection with Umbrella.
What? What are you planning?
I want to show you something. The ultimate life form. Tyrant.
You couldn't have been
Shadow the
experimenting
Hedgehog.
It's beautiful.
for the sake of this thing?
You'll never understand.
I mean, he was technically a member of Stars, so this creature is working as intended.
Freak.
Ow.
Ow, maybe not. Okay.
Uh-oh. Damn.
There we go.
Okay, well, we're dead.
Might be a good place to wrap up for tonight.
Yeah, we'll probably finish Jill next time.
Mm.
So we'll see you all later. Bye-bye.
Cheers, all.